Hi, you guys. Welcome in. I finally made it. Hello, hello. Welcome to WCIA. Hi, Jean, GH White, BC. How are you all? Mary, Sherry, Crystal. Hi, you guys. Welcome in. Hopefully we will see. I know we'll see Muffin Top shortly. Yes, that is the hippie house. I came across information that set the live back, a few hours because I had to look at it and keep looking at it. Welcome to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Everything I do here, High Purple Sneakers, Rumple Long here, is for the sake of the missing children. It's to bring the children justice by sharing their story and giving you the information that is given to me. WCIA Network here channels information, and again, it's for entertainment and educational purposes. Nothing has been proven right or wrong. It's another philosophy, you could say, a different channel of information, like there are thousands of them on Summer Moonwell's Missing Children. What you see in front of you comes from the Hippie House video. Hi, Susan. Hippie House video that's about summer. And interestingly enough, I've never looked at it before until today. And the only reason I looked at it today is because it came across my feed. Thanks, Rumple. And when information comes across my feed, how does one send a message twice? I don't know. I take notice, especially when it has really like something that was a year ago. This information on the hippie house, for those that don't know the Summer Moonwell's case that well, the hippie house was one of the stops that Candace and Grandis and Hunter and Summer allegedly stopped before they dropped Hunter off. They stopped there, and then they stopped next door to the smokehouse, which is a stone throw away. It's next to the hippie house. Depending again on the creators, will depend on the version that you see going on. The creator that I got this from is one of the creators that I'm getting much of my Idaho 4 information on. And it has, again, nothing to do with her channel or her directly. It just happens to be this information is in there, and it tells a story. And what I'm telling you is Summer Moonwell's wound up in a box. This is what Summer Moonwell's looks like. This is showing it's at the hippie house. Doesn't mean it's a hippie house. But this is the Summer Moonwell's Missing Children's story. And this is what happens to them. They wind up in a box that is plastic walls, maroon trim. It has the sticks. It has the number 5. This represents the Summer Moonwell's Missing Children. And this is what happens to them. This is what they wind up looking like. Now, these photos that I have, it shifts. So in the video, it really shouldn't change, right? It should really stay the same, but that corner changes. the room changes. The room winds up looking like the room that Summer Moon Wells is last seen in. It's the one with the white bars around her, and she's in the white bars. This room, which is supposed to be the hippie room, see how it changes and it shifts? All they're doing here in this video is allowing me to tell you the story of Summer Moon Wells' missing children. What I do know, from what I hear, everything is allegedly, is that the location, this is channeling and this is a reading, right? This same room that you see here that looks like a summer with the number 5 box is the same one that you see here. Whatever they're calling the hippie room is part of how they told the story, you guys. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Mary. Is part of the storytelling, even from the people that know the story, because they turned this hippie house into the same room that Summer Moon Wells winds up in at the end of the sacrifice. You know how she's all white and her bones are in a room? This is what it's showing. So that's what it's showing. This is a real room that exists. It's not in the middle of the hippie room. So this is the hippie store right here. Right? All the way in the back, that's where that room in the back changes. Yeah, you're going to see heads. You're going to see green faces. The Summer Moon Wells missing children are pointing out the elements that have stayed consistent. What is important to them? What's important to them is the room in the back, right here. Yeah, these are heads and cylinders. These are right up here. So this is the maroon room. They want us to notice these colors are very important to the children. These are used. These colors in these sacrifices. They want us to notice this, the equipment back here. The equipment that's in this room. This is Summer. This is her number 5 box. This is what Summer looks like. This is her stick that goes across her head. This is what goes across the head. This is what goes across the head. These here, what you see here, it's actually my presentation. Those white things with the, let me see here. The white things with the hearts on it. Let me show you what that is. Let me open my presentation up. It's in here. The rooms wind up being filled with those, right? Let me show you. So this is Summer. It's in my presentation. She's in this room, right? All the white stuff, she's in that room. in that room holds the trophies, right? And the trophies are the white pieces with the hearts. And they're gathered together. And there's certain, this is in my, here, I'll show you. This is in my presentation. There are certain creators that show it really well. So this is what I show you guys that gets collected. To the left is from Check It TV. To the right is from the Beast and Bunch in the basement. And we know that shouldn't be in the basement, right? This is what these are. And it's all here. You know, remember Check It TV? He brought us to a place that's by the water, abandoned cabin. Kylie Rodney searching the abandoned cabin on Highway 89. Well, this is what he was showing. This. He's showing certain things in his video that I begged for them to recognize that this was in their videos, right? No recognition. Let me see if I could brighten this up a little bit. But this is what's in this room. And this is what the hippie house is representing in this video to me. Right? This. Right here. And it represents that there's someone in that box, and that someone, SUMMERWELLS missing children. And this video gives all the correct information that shows the room to me, the room and what it looks like that has the trophies. Because this isn't what the inside of the hippie house looks like. It's not even questionable. I mean, here I brightened it up. That's not the inside of a hippie house with bones and heads and this. I've been showing this man for 2 years. So the video this is one of the reasons I couldn't go on, because the video, the information was way too important to add to today's presentation, and you're going to see what's in my presentation. SUMMERWELLS missing children story is complete for my documentary. It has been completed. Does that mean I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing? No. I'm not going to stop as long as there are channels out there that keep giving the information so we could give these kids justice. If their story is not told, they do not get justice. These little vapes. So this is the hippie house, one of the hippie house videos that I got a lot of my information from in today's presentation. This guy. This guy. So those are little critters in there. And this is a stick that is important to the children. And that's what it looks like. Dolly's Dolly's video shows so many different faces that match up with my redheaded guy. So this isn't Dolly in here. So you cannot go by who's who, because let me tell you, the pictures I'm going to show you are not him. How do I know they're not him? Because there's pictures with him with full big ass white teeth. Right? So Dolly takes on a lot of different faces, and it matches my redheaded dude. At the hippie house, he shows where these boxes get picked up. So those are the maroon boxes that they're showing. He shows in his window. Now, does it mean that he did it? No. No. It just happens to be in his window. Right? So this is stuff that I know isn't him. Right? I mean, the teeth change, and he's got someone in the back seat hanging by his arm back there. So, you know, shit's put in these videos that I don't know if they're important for anyone to grab, but I'm here to show you, because I know that when the children go through their sacrifice and these children are taken, they're taken into the fake cars. And these fake cars do what I'm showing you. They each have a box that is like this inside a maroon box. That's their number 5 box. Thank you for those ones. Those are the number 5 boxes, and they're as clear as can be in the hippie house videos. You know, do I give a shit about his teeth? Fuck no. It's got nothing to do with the children, but the children want me to tell you that they don't care who these people are, because they change so often. They change all day long. What's important is that this here is the story of the SUMMERWELLS missing children. This here. Those are the elements that I have been showing you. That is the thing that hangs on their head all day long. That's what it does. That's what it looks like. And this is what the children know from. This is what they know from. So I'm here to tell you the story from where they know from. They know that the people that we're looking at on these channels portray different people. I'm here to tell you, I don't care who they are. I'm just here to point out that I know that Dolly doesn't have teeth like that. But yet, it's in his video. It's not my problem. It's the children who want justice by me telling you. We're not going to nail the person who's doing this. We are going to tell the story from the information that's beneath their videos. This guy's an innocent guy. You know, like, these are in these videos. They're called deep fakes. They use certain channels as a deep fake. It's not my job to know if it's their doing or not. All I could do is beg the person whose channel it is to recognize it and to help bring justice. That's all. Like, I don't know if Dolly cares that his teeth are changed, But I do know that he'll hear that there's a man hanging bloody in the back seat of his car. Now, mind you, deep fakes are deep fakes, but someone is doing that. The video, that's a moving video of a man's arm. So what I'm saying is this represents the story that is going on beneath the deep fake. This represents the image of how someone's arm is connected to a ceiling by chain somewhere underground, and it looks as if they're in a fake car. I am only here to tell you that the story that you see here is the story that I'm being told. They're not in a car like you see using Dolly's deep fake. They're not in a car. They're in a fake car. They're underground. This person is hanging underground, not hanging in the back seat of his car. There, not hanging in the back seat of his car. But let me tell you guys, that's my one job, is to tell the story so people understand when they see this. Don't just blow it off. Don't just blow it to the side and be like, oh wow, I see a bloody arm with a red heart on it. Wow, that looks like an element. It is an element. It is an element. This is telling the story. This is what happens to the children. And it's being hidden beneath particular creators' videos. This is Summer Moonwell's Missing Children's element. I don't know what's on that person's arm, and then there's a heart. This is exactly the story that is begging to be in a documentary, just like Sound of Freedom. It's begging to. And guess what? Again, not about the people behind it. Because behind this face here is not Dolly with all those teeth. And behind the face to the left is not Andrew Hilt. Because that comes from Andrew Hilt's video. That's not Andrew Hilt. That's a victim who has come through so we could give that victim justice. It's as simple as that. It's super simple when you keep it about the children and you don't make it about the creators, because we don't know who they are. I don't. I know that the Andrew Hilt that I know is not this person. This person wants justice. And just by us recognizing what's going on here brings justice. This here is the outside as they drive real fast past the hippie house. As they drive really fast by the hippie house, it's showing that a building, for all I know, it's the hippie house building, the boxes are either moving in or they're coming out. If the authorities feel as if this looks like the outside of the building and this is really what it looks like, I would go knock that wall down and go look for the tunnel right there, because that is the box. That is the box. When I say that is the box, that is this box. It's just in movement. It's just in movement. So if in fact the authorities happen to be listening and you feel as if that is the outside, I would bust that shit open, because that's the box that SUMMERWELLS is holding. For 2+ years, this is the box I've been showing. So if I could be completely confident on anything, it would be the number 5 box. When it shows itself, oh, it's real. And this shows itself in a video that's really clear. Yeah, contact them. You could contact them and give them this, and the more the merrier. Give them the timestamp. This is, I mean, they only have to watch 650 videos to see that I've been talking about this box for 2.5 years, and it hasn't changed. The maroon, the green, and the white. The maroon, the green, and the white. The maroon is behind the green, and there's the white. It's all here. It's here. Going, if in fact, that is what the hippie house looks like, it's right there. There's a entranceway. There's a gateway. A gateway. This is what's going on to the right is from the hippie house video. What's going on to the left is what I showed you is inside the fish's mouth. I told you guys they're human faces. This is the same situation. Now, I'm showing you this, but let me tell you what that is. This is in the hippie house video. This is pretty fucking clear that this person is showing the mask. You see? Wherever this person is standing, hippie house or not, this is as real as a photo that I have ever shown. This comes from one of the creators that covers SUMMERWELLS. This is a different video. This creator is the one who went in and interviewed or talked to the person inside, and you know, you have to see it. How is it that this isn't being seen? Right? Like, how is it that this... So if I brighten this up, the front of the mask will get real bright. Wait. I'll get back to that. So the one to the left is from the fisherman's videos. This, when I brighten it up, this is what it turns into. And it keeps, oh, see how it keeps getting bright? I didn't even brighten this one in here. It's brightening itself. See that? I haven't touched it. Look what's happening to both these photos, you guys. This is, so if anyone that's new here, this is divine intervention. You can't stop the story. And let me uncrop these photos. And it's just going to keep telling its story. I'm seeing if I could calm it down a little. Here. It's getting so bright that I brought some brightness out of it. So that is this picture. That's this. I tried to bring some of the white down a little. You guys, this is someone's head in the hippie house. And it's not deep faked. You have seen this before. The tip of the face, you have seen this before. This is what's in the Idaho 4. And then there's the mask shit behind it here. All of this winds up in the water. To the left is from the fisherman's place. The fisherman's boat. There. There. So the one to the left started out as a fish. This here is exactly what they show right here. The night of the party of the Idaho 4. And I said to you guys, the person has a mask on. Well, this is that. This is what is in that video. This is by the food truck the night of the Idaho 4. There's no difference. It has always been the same. Always. What you see here is this. It's the same thing as this. It's the same as let's see if I have it in here. It's the same as, here it is. They all represent the same thing. That's the it's the moral of the story. Oh my God, these are all changing. Oh wow, you guys. These are, I have these on different pages. Look what's going on with these pictures now. They're just changing. I have no control of it. Right? Right, I'm looking at, oh, it's the same thing as this. This is what comes off the boat with the red ball that, you know, Kylie Rodney did. See how they have that red ball? Sorry to get my water. But look what's happening. It's going to show up back there. Is going to be a little chipmunk. Little raccoon. And it's the same as these. What winds up in Adventures with Purpose kind of a boat. That's what that is. It just all travels and it's the same. See what's on the left? That's a real picture. That is a real photo. Both of these. Yeah, Kylie's red ball. So here this is showing, and it's trying to make you think that it's inside the store. But what I find peculiar is the creator, you'll know who you are. How do you not see this? And your store inside is different from the other store inside. It's different. And this is why I had to keep pushing my live up. Right? All of what's in this person's head are elements. How crazy is that? There's the mesh. There's the white mesh with the hearts right in the back of the head. There's a face. This is all mesh. This is all white mesh. But it's so crystal clear on the body. Just like the Idaho 4. You guys, in the photo, it looks just like that and nobody says anything. The only difference is it's turned the other way. I turned it that way because I wanted it the same direction. This is how you guys see it in the video. This way. Like that. The Idaho 4 food truck night shows the same information. I could grab the same story and tell the same story. The video with this lady in it, this is what the back of the room looks like in this video. Now, because it's completely different, because this is what it looks like in one video, and that's how it looks like in the other, all it's doing and confirms with me is it's just different parts of the story. Now, understand, I'm shown certain elements, right, to tell the story. And then I'm actually told where it comes from. And I know exactly what it is. This here, if anyone can remember the video I showed you on from June 15th, 2021, Jody Sue Brown showed this moving in the tree. So this is the stick. You see how there's a face, the green face on it? This is the stick. Now, throughout the video, the stick changes. It's moving. So, because I know my elements, this stuff is brought to my attention. This is the stick that goes in the doorways. This is what Jody Sue Brown was showing that was going in June 15th in the tree. See how it changes? There's the maroon face. Changes. But if you watch these three sticks, they're different. But it's the same video. You see. Let me see if I could change the color a little. Oh, maybe I could make it black and white so you could see it better. Oh, that works. Okay, here's one. Oh, so this represents the same thing that she was doing in the tree because it's basically a tree. That's that one. I'm going to widen it a little. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's connected to a box. See, when you change the color, so there's one. I'm just making it white, black and white. Oh, it's meant to be that I'm doing it this color because it shows a lot more. See, these are different. So there's no reason it changes other than these are their sticks. See how they're different? Wait, I made this one has little teeny holes in it. This one doesn't. So, and they have little faces in there. See the faces in the stick? Those are the critters. They all have them, maroon, green, and white. The white one's on top. So, the story of Summer Moon is being shown in the Hippie House videos. I don't have this from any other video. You understand? Like, this is two different people's videos and they're all telling the same story. And they're telling the story of the box back here. And there's a lot going on here. So that's the one all the way to the left. So all of a sudden, you're looking at this and it's like, it's not that different from what I started out with because it's just deep faked differently. But at the end of the day, it's Summer in her box by the tree, just like this. Same thing. Here is showing she's by the tree. Here she's not by the tree yet. Here she's by the tree. They wind up by a tree because I told you they're putting them in the ground for resurrection. This is no different from there. They're two different creators' videos. Two different creators' videos helping me tell the story. Because if you watch what's going on here, right here, that's summer behind the tree. That's summer. That's summer. Meaning these are the stories of the summer moon wells missing children. And this is the story. Divine intervention is what this is called. This and this are telling the same stories, and they're from two different creators' videos. Make sense of that, right? You can't. You can't make sense of it. Look at what's happening. See what's happening? Oh, you're right. Same angle. Yeah, it's a different angle, right? Look at how interesting these are, right? Look at this other one. There's 3 of them on my... Here's the other one that's back there. It looks like this. There's the box. The box is in that one too. But see how it's different? Same elements, same story. That's summer. You guys, this is Summer Moon Wells' story. This is her story. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. This is a girl with the big eyes. Her videos have a lot of information in there about Brian Kohlberger. She's not talking, I don't hear Brian Kohlberger, I hear the story, and I hear an opportunity to tell the story. This is just photos to me that tell the story. Exactly what I just showed. Like this. What's in that? And what's in there is this. Actually, what is in there is this. You guys, I didn't know that until just now, until I listened to myself repeat it. What she is showing. Oh. What she is showing is this. These are the number 5 boxes with the heads. These are all heads, allegedly. And that's what she's showing. She's showing the same thing. I told you, because the Idaho 4 and the Summer Moon Wells are the same. This is what she's showing in her picture. I'll turn it. Wow. That girl is showing this. Same thing. This. Oh wow, it's exactly the same. Wait a minute. It's the heads on top of the number 5 boxes, right? Because its element. It's right here. And she is showing the same thing. See? Same friggin' thing. So number 5 boxes. They're maroon, they're green, and they're white. Maroon and green and white. That's what she's showing. Right behind her. These videos have been a savior in allowing the story to be seen. Because I was just, in the beginning, I was just speaking it, right? And you could see it now. This is what it looks like. I covered up those 2 faces because I didn't feel it was appropriate. I told you that I follow these families, right? And many a times they tell the part of the story that I get from the Beastons and the Kens in their videos is the part that is moving. From day one, I said that the younger generation is used for the movement. The movement. Where the Wells and whoever else is older, they have a different role that is placed within their videos. And here, let me tell my daughter. Wait 1 second. 1 second. Here is one of those younger groups. And this is movement. I told you they're paired up with someone older and a baby. And they're put in places that look like this in order to have them travel. They're hiding, right? So I said they use trucks, they use under the trucks, in the trucks, they're in boxes, they're in containers, and they're hiding. And this is the part, what you're looking at, this is part of the sacrifice. That's their little boxes. This is what it looks like. This is part of it. Their stations are very good for me. This here is Adventures with, oh no, this here is the from the Fisherman, right? I noticed this guy, right, I don't know, a year ago. And I'm like, I'm putting his photo to the side. Like, what is he doing back there? This is the Fisherman people. Now that all of a sudden I look back, I'm like, that's my redheaded guy. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that this represents what the redheaded guy does. This, to me, is showing him. This, to me, right here, crop it. You brighten it a little. You always brighten this stuff live, anyone who's been here knows. I see this guy as my redheaded guy that needs to be found. He is holding the main element, and he's redhead. He's right in there. This guy is nowhere else in the video. And the person to the other side this leads to the water sacrifice. This is a spiritual part of the sacrifice. How do I know? Because he's holding the green face. Right? The green face turns green after they turn into an adult. And that's just the beginning. They're by the water. They take trophies. No, he's just dressed in black. I'm bringing this photo back. I showed you this the other day. And I'm going to just repeat it again because I'm going to show you how this shows up before, and I knew that it was important. What I didn't put in here is also the Watts kids always sat on their couch as well. I believe that this is part of what they're doing, where they're going, down under. The guy that's sitting on the couch like that, to me, reminds me of the same person that is to the left. Couches that sit like this, that was one of the photos that I got from Michael Vaughn. I'm like, does anyone notice that Michael Vaughn is sitting in a box? No one saw it. No one saw it. No one recognized it. They're like, what? There's no box. Michael Vaughn's not sitting in any box. Well, he is. That is his box. And let me brighten it up. This is Michael Vaughn's box. Same thing as what's going on the left-hand side. This is this. See? This is this. It's the same box. Why? Because it's the same freaking element. Boom. I could do this with SUMMERWELLS also. This is this. Muffin top in the house. Look, this is this. So the reason I pulled these photos is because I'm like, there's the hole of the ground. That hole leads to the hellhole, right? Here, I brightened this up also. That is the same thing as Michael Vaughn's. It's the same thing as you see right here. And it's the same thing that you see in both these photos. To the left is what I showed you from Idaho 4. This is the photo that I said their head is coming out of the couch. It's coming out of the couch. And if you look real closely, this is the photo that I have of him on the boat. It's him being sacrificed. These are always in the photos. Same box. So let me zoom in. This here, wait. They just sort of have it covered. Let me show you. Look at them. Look what's around its neck. Like this to me is this is evidence. What you see is going on here to me is telling the same story as this. It's telling the same story. And what you see to the left is a pretty good picture of the couch. These couches that you see of these people's couches is the deep fake that covers this. Wait. Crop it. Right here. So they're always using a couch, right? In this video, they show the Walgreens that Candace stops at. It gave an opportunity for the boxes to show up. So each one of these stops, which I've never seen this before, will always tell the same part of the story. So the Walgreens version of the story is this part of the story, right? The hippie house and the cigarette place, because it's right next to it, represents this box. So anytime you see a story and someone on someone's channel, just look to see if they're being used to tell the story of the SUMMERWELLS missing children. You'll see it, but you'll see the same information. You'll see that they stick to the same part of the story because it's not confusing that way. Here's another box. He's sitting yet on another couch. This is the one that I showed you guys. This came from the newscaster. The news guy has this on the news. That here is not only him sitting in the box, but that is the fake milk jug. And that box that you see there, you guys, is real. It came off of the video. So these boxes are the same thing that I showed you the other day on their bow. The situation here is just telling the movement of the boxes because they're on the boat. So you know how I say, oh, the fisherman, the fisherman? These guys are on the boat, and it has to do with these boxes. Those are the boxes that you see in here. They're moving. They're the same box. They're maroon, they're green, they're white, they're number 5s, they're the same. A big maroon one with a metal thing. Nothing changes. Nothing. It's just moving. The fisherman, so the fisherman, anyone that's on the water, that's, oh, we're going fishing or we're going to go swimming, and it's a channel that gets deep faked, the information's not going to change. These guys are going to always be moving the boxes on the water, right? And this is the hippie house story. This is the hippie house part of the story. Maybe they had to throw the hippie house in because the water story got so fucked up. It did. Something got messed up with their storytelling. So, on the left and the right, you guys remember I showed you this. This is Thou Shall Something's video when he goes back to, I think it's Brian Kohlberger's apartment. This is what it shows. I mean, it's basically the same information as what's on the boat. They're the boxes. And that's, see the chair. Wait, the chair is somewhere that's important today. Wait a minute. Interesting. This chair is going to come up. So I need to change the color so I could see the chair really clearly. And I think I'm going to be... Oh, what a difference. Oh. Here. See, when you change the coloring of these things, this. That actually looks like it's, the chair goes down into it. This is why it's confusing. This there's the chair, the green box. This is going to come up again. It's going to come up here. This lady who put this video up with, I'm going to look at her channel just so you know. She's like, oh, here's some videos, never seen before videos of Brian Kohlberger. Crying Time with Jessie, is it? Yeah, it's so you could go check her stuff out. Crying Time with Jessie. And it's Brian Kohlberger, a video of Brian Kohlberger that she said they never had before. But I looked closely at it, and it doesn't look like Brian Kohlberger to me. It looks like he's holding one of those chairs. He is. He's in this... Oh my fucking God. I told you guys this was going to come up. That's that. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys. So this is the Beeston Bunch. This is Brian Kohlberger, allegedly. What's interesting is this picture. This picture, this person is underground. This photo here is a video that represents this. This is under the water. These are chairs moving under the water. This is in a tunnel. See, my chest feels super heavy. It's like, I'm fine, but it's channeling. And this is all underwater. This is the tunnel, and this is the tunnel. These are the same. They're exactly the same. Like, they're exactly the same. So both channels are telling the same story. Wow. So this is the Beeston Bunch. I turned it. That chair, you guys, is this chair. Let me explain something. Let me copy and paste it on top. This is the same. I get blown away by sometimes what I do. I have to be honest, because I couldn't go. I kept not going live because this stuff kept starting to show up. You see, it waited for me to get it all, because this wait, let me turn it so I can put it next to it. This is underground, being pulled. See, it's being pulled. It's being pulled. So these are all the same. This is underground part. This is like really what it looks like. Like, if you look closely at this, it's like underground tunnel, like what I showed you guys at the carnival. You know, it's like what's under the carnival. It's underground. These are like the rides that move, the chairs that move. These are the baskets. These are the boxes. This is like what we see at the carnival. That's not Brian Kohlberger, no, that's for sure. Crazy. So this is that part. This is, and that chair gets pulled. That person goes in that chair, you guys, and bye-bye. That's Benny with that in his room. On this same boat shows this thing they do. And whoever's in the middle of the mush ball is the person that has been unalived, so they call it. This boat video to me told the complete part of the sacrifice that is horrific, bloody. And this is the part that is in the water, goes to the fishies, is in a box. And whoever this is in the middle of this here, wait, where'd it go? Paste. Nope. Oh, that's so weird, you guys. Oh, that's so weird. Do you guys see one person with bushy eyebrows and then one without? And then another face underneath the girl's chins? Right here. See the baby with the adults? You see that, you guys? There's the baby. See, because it's the children, there's adults here, but the baby we're going to see first. This here, let me point it out. Here's the baby, and this is the adult with the heart is on the baby's eye, and that's on the adult mouth. Right here, they're attached. It's showing up right in there. Yeah, it's starting to show up. So every time I see this kind of a situation, there's so much information in there for me to talk about to you guys, but it plays tricks on your eyes. It does, like, because it plays tricks on my eyes. But what this is it gives me the opportunity to show you guys part of this sacrifice. And this is part of it. And the people in here, I just call it spirit. Spirit shows up. And it's showing you what's beneath the deep fake. You see? It's what's beneath the deep fake. It's how I'm able to tell the story to you guys. All the hands. See, the hands are going to be number 5s when you change the lighting. Here, I'll lighten the other one, but not so much. Reset. Okay. So, here, this one's better. That one's better. So, this is a complete sacrifice. This is a major embrace, and you see it all the time. Each one of them are holding spiritually a couple. And that is what's going on in this picture. Now, this is what it started with. Let me show you. Brighten this one. So it started with this. Oops. It started with, it's another one we're going to look at. This. So whoever is in the middle, it shows, that is the one part that shows much clearer. Right here. Right here. See her face? So that's pretty clear. That isn't being covered. And I'm switching locations here. That's pretty clear if you look at it. That's the element that goes on the face. Remember, I'm always like, this goes by their ear, on their face. Quentin Simon had the same thing. I had a really clear photo. But here. So that's just showing information. The channel gives a lot. So here, this is, when I first showed this, I'm like, Aaron Carter is definitely part of these sacrifices. And then when I saw this, I'm like, does anyone not realize, I don't care what you think it looks like, these hands are all over his face. And it also has the particular kind of nails that SUMMERWELLS had on her. There's like one adult fingernail, and you cannot tell me that these nails are Aaron Carter's. They're not. Let me contrast it and show you what's going on in here. Right here. These aren't his nails. But no one wanted to recognize this. Those are not his hands, and they're not his nails. And he's in the room by himself. So those aren't his hands. It was completely ignored. You know, it's funny, even if you give it to a television station that just runs gossip. Well, whose hands are those? See the pinky? That's the same pinky that was on the hand of the person who pushed Summer on the swing. She had the little nail with that could scratch. It was thin, just like this, but no one wants to take a look at that. You tell me that those are Aaron Carter's fingers. Look at all the things that show up, all of the elements. But look at his face. I mean, there's the owl. It's a V down his whole face. It's a V. Copy. So, again, this is something I noticed long, long ago. The nails match. The story matches. And this is how they use deepfake. They go into the deepest, darkest corners to place the information. So this is yet another example. The one to the left, I already showed you. The things that are coming out of her here is the white mesh with the hearts. That's what they're trying to place on the hands of these people that are laying there. What you see coming out of this person, right, is what I have been calling the white mesh with red hearts. This was also found on B'nai Ramsey, her bed. So this is right there. There's the mesh with the red hearts. And that's what comes out. That's what's going to come out of the story being told next to her, next to it. Look how she has it coming down her eye. Wait, I'll crop it. Change the color. Okay. Here. So this comes down the face. And that's what's happening over here. And this is a SUMMERWELLS Missing Children story. This is what you're looking at. Benny shows much of this when he goes through a tunnel in his videos. When he gets up, he walks around, he goes under something, and it looks like there's lights above. And then he lights a cigarette. It's exactly the same thing, you guys. There's nothing that's different about the process. And it gives the opportunity to put the story within someone's video that keeps doing the same thing over and over. There's nothing different about these pictures. Benny's, and the one to the left, is showing us the story of Summer. This here, crop it. This is part of Benny's videos that are used to tell, and his videos tell the same story over and over and over and over. You're not going to see Benny's videos telling the story that the people on the boat tell, because that's a different part of the sacrifice. Benny's always part of this. Not Benny. Benny's videos. Benny's videos are the videos that are used for a section of this sacrifice. And it's this. This is more of the dirty side. This is more of the dirty side. I told you there's different creators that are higher up, and then there's creators that kind of take out the garbage. This, everyone has a different part of, takes different participation. So Benny's videos will always show the same information under his. It's this. Maybe he'll visit. Maybe he visited a couple times the other parts of the video, like the boat. Maybe he visited the boat to see what it's like when you move up. Now, I'm not talking about the Benny we know. This is the story. This is what happens. It's what happens. See how Summer on that side likes what I'm saying? See? So look at Summer. This picture has stayed the same for a very long time. For those who know that it hasn't shifted much, right? Let's put it there. So just to be clear, certain creators, they may not know this is happening, right? Because it's not about them. But know that you will see all the same elements. Same elements will show. If there's a number 5 box in the Benny's video, it's there, but it's on its own different path. Like the hearts you see here on Benny's side. Same location. This video that showed about the Idaho 4 completes the story in one video. The part of the story that the children all know about, but this is part of the story that is the most dangerous, the dirtiest, and the most expensive. This is part of the story that matches every case that I have spoken about. Now, you may not see all that yet, but for me, this whole entire video was a blessing. It was a gift. I use it almost every time I come up here. It will keep telling the story as I keep getting the story correct. I still do not know whose this is. Like, I don't know. I know it was on whatever, Sweetie Pie, whatever. But I don't know whose video it is. Because this will be a massive part of my storytelling, and I need to know who this is, right? And who put this out there. Now, if you watch this video, this photo, we want that chair and that information that's in his mouth to show. Like, what's in his mouth to me is important. Because I think that whatever is in his mouth could be completely matched. I know there's the V. I see the silver. I see the critters. And I see the person behind this person. The picture over on the right is the same person that's on the left, but just a little clearer. That's the information we want. When you see the fake cars, I'm like, this is a fake car, they're in the box, they're underneath, blah, blah, blah. This is what I mean. You could be completely wrapped up in a story and not realize that you're staring at fakeness. What is happening in the smaller window, let me grab it, is more of what's underneath the deep fake. This here, people always use Benny's videos to tell the information that's under, right? That's being pushed under the railroad, under the bridge. It's dirty, right? This is what's in that small corner. So this information here is what you'll always find in his videos. You will always find his to be the dirty part, taking out the garbage per se. And this is what I just showed you, and I said matched this. And it does. Let me turn it. Benny's videos tell the deepest, darkest, most disgusting part, as I just said, that this is the dirtiest, ugliest part. This is that. It's Benny. It's always has been. Not Benny. Benny's part of the video. It's underground. They're being pulled. This is the most horrific, dirtiest part, but the most expensive. This is the guy from Idaho 4. This is Benny's video. Again, you know that's not Benny. It's not even what Benny looks like. This dude is telling the story of this. That's what he's on. That's what he looks like. Right? It's like this. 1 second ago, I told you this was all the same. It still is. Still is. These are all the same. Look at the video from the Idaho 4. Can you believe that it's just not discussed? This is this. So Benny's videos will always be matched to this. That's all. That's what it's deep faked. Benny's video showed Don Wells just like that. Don Wells is no different than what you see on the right. He's the victim. Why? Because Don Wells is being used as the deep fake of the victim that's going through the most disgusting shit on the deep dark web. That head is just like that. He's got the same shit on his head as this guy. One day. But you know what? These children get their justice just by me speaking their story. And it's because I'm seeing it. I hear it, and it hasn't changed. Nothing. Why does he have a J in his ear? Is it a J? That's a J. Right, you guys? Why would Don have a J in his ear? So this is the same story as this is. Another one of Benny's videos that are being told for this part. Again, it will always be the same. This here on the right, let me see if I can change the color. I'll make the yellow brighter, but I want you to see the V's in here. See the equipment? So this tells the complete story. This is the disgusting part. That is the equipment. It hurts. It's horrible. But this is Benny's. That's Benny's, right? This is the Idaho 4's video. This is what's in the smaller pictures. Again, the video to the right is Ernie Shell's video. It's telling the same story as SUMMERWELLS is. Summer Moon, grab it. This is her story as well, like directly, meaning I have direct photo of her face as we know it to be. So this part of Summer's is the same thing. This is summer. And that is this guy here, which is the same thing as this. This is Summer Moon Wells. Again, I like to always show that this is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. It's all in particular videos of hers. Or you could find it in her videos. You could find it on her posters. Look at that. What's to the left comes from one of those videos today, I believe. Let me look. Gotta look. This came from... This here... Shoot, no. This here... I have to look to see where this came from. It's really good. That's what happens to them. This is like a picture of the underground. This is the trophy at the end of the day. This is what it looks like. It's a face. It's connected to the bar. This is what it looks like. They're lined up. They're lined up like that. Yeah, it goes through them. It's a pipe. It's a spear. That's a green face in the front. It lines them up like it's on, like, you know, like it showed on Enan Harsh's stick. These are the little things that wind up on the end of the stick. In this person's video, I forgot her name already again, they show this doll. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because it bleeds so perfectly into that guy's video that it becomes the middle. And I've always told you guys the middle information is what you want, because that's what's underneath the top layer. And you could see it the clearest when it's down the middle. So look what it now does to this guy's video. It starts to show more information. I have to find where I got that. So the doll to the left, I don't know if it's hers. I don't know if it's part of her show she does. I have no idea. But it winds up showing information that's, to me, their elements. So I call everything critical if there's more information to be shown. So this here shows the number 5 in the back with the stripes, the eyeball. I see hearts in here. I see messed up hands with the doll. Like, this is what happens to their hands. You know how they all lay over each other. I see Reese's Pieces. Okay, I see candy. Let me see what's on the bottom of this. So that one came from this guy's video. Like, it was kind of all together. understand how none of the authorities have pulled that apart. All right, so I'm going back to show you some more elements from this video. Look closely to what's going on here. Look at her neck with the fake skin. She's holding scissors or a knife. And the clarity of the room is crazy. It's crazy to me how clear it is. It is super clear. The skin on the neck is bad. So, towards the end of the video, it starts to show you the equipment. The actual equipment with the green chair. So this hippie video is super important for me to get more of. Not from this channel, from other people's channels. We've never seen the part of the equipment like this before. Crime something. I keep forgetting her name, the name of it. I guess it doesn't matter. Because she hasn't showed this way anyways. Let me contrast it. So now we've got the situation. I mean, remember, they're supposed to be in the middle of the hippie house. It looks like that's a bathroom. Watch what's going to happen. What I see, as you guys could see, she's standing on top of a wood frame. So she's elevated. And I see she's looking down. It's not what it appeared to be. Not at all. And what's happening in the small little picture is that. All of a sudden, this is the hippie house. This is what's on her neck. Fake skin. Yeah, it's totally fake skin in the video. And so I know it's not this person's video, but like, whose neck is this? See, it's this lady's. So let me show it to you full. You can see it better. See? And you guys could see that these are pretty clear videos. You could tell this is fake skin on the neck. It's fake skin. I mean, you look at that. I mean, come on. It's fake. And then this is what it looks like. This is not the hippie house. She is underground, you guys. This is telling the underground story. Look at it. It's going to like blow up in such a strange way. So notice like the walls. Notice what's happening below her feet. This is the information, you guys. Been showing the same thing over and over. But I just keep showing it. It's just getting clearer is what's happening. This is what it is now. She has a mask on. This is wood. This looks just like the video I showed the other day of the guy with the red hair doing, standing in construction. It's just like this with the doors on down under. See? He had the same thing. There's the number 5. The heart. So why that's the main element, because that's what winds up going down into the earth. This is the key. Right here. This is the key. And this is what it's all about. Right there. Right there, you guys. Oh my God. Did it not get real green? Did that just happen? Oh my goodness. Oi, does that not hurt your eyes? This is the most important. This is the most important location. This is going to show us a lot of information. Let me see what's here. My God. Look at it now. This is the same video. This is the hippie, you guys. This is the hippie house video. I mean, what the heck? This is the hippie house video. Now look at her. It's like 2 separate heads. You see the person behind it. I'm watching this with you. Every one of these pictures, I put a bunch of them. It's like a fake everything. Yeah, it's a mix. It's a mix of Candace, Grandis. My God. Candace, Grandis, Allie. I see all of them. Jody Sue Brown. I see a version of Robin that played a version of Robin. I see an Andrew Hilt. Andrew Hilt. A Robin for sure. It's like all of them. They told the story. What I hear is a story being told is they're all here. They all came here. They all went to the hippie house. Now, I'm not saying the hippie house. In a way, the story that I'm hearing is the children are saying they all went to the hippie house. Now, the hippie house is used to cover this. All the women that we know, they're all in this photo. All of them. They're all being represented. These are the faces that the children know of. These are the faces the children look at. These are the faces the children know, you guys. The children only know these faces. So, why these are coming forth, the children know of these faces. It's a mixture. And these are the faces that they know. They don't know other faces. So when we see these faces, it's because they're the faces that they have seen. So you guys see how these are the faces that go beneath the deep fakes. Now you could really see the fake skin. And this is showing, again, really clear. here. That isn't even that lady anymore. Look how much younger her hands are. This is so important. It's witchcrafty-ish. I guess that's why they call it the hippie house, even though it's not that location. Because this is more of the witchcraft. See look at, you could really see it. What you see, okay, so you could really see the fake stuff. Like that looks like a completely, this feels like a completely different person. Like this here, anyone that's intuitive could probably do this reading with me. This person here, totally different person than what we've been looking at. I mean, it's so obvious that there's not just one person here. I mean, actually here, you guys. I'm not talking about deep faked. I'm saying actually filmed it that way. And whatever's going on to the left is part of the sacrifice. So I feel the vibe up here. I'm not saying it's him. I feel the vibe of Ryan Up Church, right? You guys, anyone that's been watching my channel, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Do you know how I say, oh, they use his channel a lot? Something's going on here. Here, I'll show you the Ryan Up Church face. There's only certain faces they use, and Ryan Up Church is one of them. I'll show you where you're going to not believe this. Get rid of some of this blonde. I'm going to get in as close as I possibly can. Right here. Copy. Okay. Right there. That's what, you know, I'm like, oh, we get Ryan Up Church's face. Yeah, it's right there. And then it shows it this way. And again, it's because they're in this glass. They're in this plastic, like, yeah, that's what it looks like when the kids look out. This is what it looks like. Their hands go against the glass, the plastic. This is what I showed you Kylie Rodney was doing. Kylie Rodney was doing just this. Pushing her hands against the plastic. while she was on the bus. Wait, there's a little girl in here looks... Wait. In the little corner here. Let me see if I could change the lighting. Right here, I'd like to go into the smaller squares, right? Look at that. It's a whole different little girl. It's not the blonde-haired mother that's there. You see how that works? It's in there. It's deep faked in there. That obviously isn't the lady in blonde. It's not. Right in the video, you guys. This person is down under. That's wood. These are planks. Those are heads across the plank. Those heads are lined up the same way I showed you a few slides ago. Let's see, is it here? Here. These heads that are lined up here. Wait. See how they're on the plank, how I just showed you? Are the heads that were, these are all the, this is what's showing up. This is what's happening to her head. It's really clear, you guys. This is summer moon. This is summer moon. Do you guys see the head on the platter? This is the picture that keeps turning green and changing really fast. This is, I went back to it. Look at this. This is what's happening to it. Oh my God, this fucking lady is holding the head. She's holding summer moon. You guys, I'm telling you, that's the summer moon that we know of. This is her box. Whoever went back there went to get the trophies or went to put the trophies away. These are all of summer moon's trophies. Now I could call it a day, meaning this is basically the end of summer moon. This is what they do to them. Totally deep faked. So whoever created this knows the story. Can you lay the story out real quick? Oh, I wish I could, but there's 650 videos in the past 2+ years. Look at this. It's a little baby's face. Summer moon. Oh, maybe you meant the story of what we're doing tonight. I'm showing you guys the truth that lies beneath the deep fake. And it's the spirit is just very strong because this information is so amazing that it's showing you guys. Wait, I'm changing the coloring so we could see this face right here. See how the head's on that same kind of a platter I showed you guys yesterday in yesterday's video? The different faces, and it's all coming from the hippie house video. So there's Summer. Summer is going to look like the chipmunk, and then that's going to be a little fishy head, you guys. It's going to match her photos. Watch this. This is Summer. I told you. And I said that this is Summer. The white bars. The way that she ends. Remember I said? The way that she ends is going to be in this video. Like, you know, she winds up in those bars, right? Let me grab them. Wait. Great, I've been looking for those. What the heck? Okay, I know I used those white bars. Wait. I need to show them here. Shoot. Okay, here. Okay, I have a little picture. So, let's see. So here's a little bit of Summer. Copy. Same thing as this. Wow. So this is what this video turns into. It's telling the story of the summer Moonwell's missing children. See the child now that this photo feels like a male, that was a really quick shift for me. I felt that fast. Someone who is manly, more masculine. Turn it this way. Looks like the baby is in a crib. See? Deep fakes are good. Whole situation is changing. So all of a sudden, this room is not what it appears to be. And that's what happens. It keeps changing, and the layers just keep peeling away. The layers peel away. They peel away until it like friggin' blows up like it gets really weird looking. But this is the story. See the basket right here? The basket in the Kylie Rodney videos. Here's the baskets. I wanted to go back and grab the videos from Rosemary Bly because I do have new listeners. Rosemary Bly is Grandis's granddaughter, Candace's daughter. The video to the left comes from that video of her being interviewed about 12 years her granddaughter being gone. What's going on in her head with the fake phone under there, this here, what's going on right here, is a major part of the fake car story, which stars Benny Keys. This whole thing is a fake sunroof. Their cars are the same. As Grandis drives in her car, this is what starts to show up. This whole storyboard here that tells about Rosemary Bly's story. That is her. It's the same story as SUMMERWELLS. This represents a box, a house, a home for the resurrection, and this is the little number 5. It's all in Grandis's video. And that's Timothy. And that's what his hands look like at the vigils. I wanted to show this again because of the person that shows behind him. Behind this man, there's a lot of deep fake photos going on, but they do stay consistent with what I show over here as far as faces. That is in a different presentation called Faces, which I haven't gotten to yet. But the faces that are being shown here remind me of the SUMMERWELLS missing children's cases of people that look familiar as far as being part of this. To me, this is Molly Golightly. In the back of their videos of the couple that I said, their faces turn into faces that are familiar to me. And that their car is a fake car. When they drive their car, it tells a story. And I pulled this picture over to show you that this tells a story. Understand that as she's driving, this changes behind her. This tells a story. This is stuff that is in Benny's videos. Benny's face always changes, but it tells the story that what lies beneath the ground, under the ground. To the right is Don Wells's home. To the left is Benny Keys. Benny Keys and Don Wells tell the same part of the story. This is what happens underground, in the deep, darkest, ugliest spaces. What you see here are elements of the boxes that go with each victim. It starts out looking like what you see to the left, and at the end of the sacrifice, it's what you see to the right. Each victim gets this equipment. Which represents this. This is the boat rod. My God, you guys, when we're on, we're on. So, all of this, it's still Benny's, winds up here on the boat in the water after they do all this shitty whatever they're doing under there. Whatever they're doing under there is under in a tunnel in the water, right? This is either being lifted up or going down. This is all part of the movement. This is part of moving the pieces. It's an underground railroad water system. It's like they're using the smooth waterways, like the smooth ones, like where the water is smooth. So this actual particular photo is telling the story, right? So let me point out the head, like the body pieces. So here's the body pieces. The red part is the head, and that's a person. And then they're also showing a little person with that metal thing over his head. Now these pictures keep, because the color keeps changing, as we talk about it, like as it sits here, other parts of the photo start to show up a little bit more. It starts to show more detail. Let's see what we have next here. These are the same story. Look at that. See the bottom of, oh, that's very interesting. This is the fisherman. See how I told you that Benny's telling that same story no matter what, it won't change? That's what's in his beard. This is in his beard. Boom. Boom. See the white thing over the head? This is the same thing. The reason it's supposed to match is because he's telling the same story as what's in the water. This is the fisherman's story, which has nothing to do with Benny's video over there. Benny's video there is him talking to Don and Candace. But knowing that Benny's videos hold the purpose of a particular part of their story. And that just doesn't change. So, this is how they choose to deep fake this part of the boat ride. Right there. That is the same story as this. This is this. This, the head's already cut off. This, not yet. See how the victim is laying down? Boom. So Benny's picture here is about this part of the story. And it all just comes back to these guys. Keeps coming back. All the way back to these guys. It's very obvious to me that that video plays a big chunk in telling the story of all my cases. This is the underground. I said that these were piping day one. Here we are. And we have the final video showing it, that this is all underground. For those that have never seen Jody Sue Brown in these videos, I thought it was important to bring up tonight because this was back June 15th week. It was the week of June 15th. And these videos were the first time that I witnessed seeing this stuff around their necks and their heads. Her face does change and her glasses change. But what you're going to see here is what I've been showing this week. And it's that stuff, it's around the neck. Now, we don't know who Jody Sue is. I don't know if it's her. It doesn't look like her. But it's the elements that are around her that we're talking about. The number 5s, the metal. this stuff. So this is when I'm like, oh gosh, it's telling me that the fives are in the heads. There's, there's metal around the neck. It told me a lot of information. And this was week 1. This is week 1. I'm like, this is a fake car. This is not a car. She's not in a car. I mean, it was so obvious. Let me see where this heads into. Wait. We went through this. I'm going to show you. Wait, we went through this. This is all the same. This is the girl from the Beeston bunch, I think. That's a major element that she's holding up. Major. We had enough of this. I showed you, these are the white pieces. I showed you this earlier. They show it in the basement. This is a clear photo of equipment in the basement. Behind drywall, behind walls. So all this is telling me is these are hidden areas in the basement. I've been showing that a long time, especially the Watts house. But it shows what's going in the ceiling, between the walls, behind the doors. This here, let me get a little closer. Look at this. These are the hearts. See? More of the rooms. Again, what you see to the left is really bright. It's just getting brighter and brighter. Notice what's on his head, the metal. Mask on. The little lights are starting to show. Okay, so that's what you see to the right are the Idaho, that comes from the Idaho 4 photos. And they still won't talk about shit like this, but that's from their party. To the left is the red-headed guy, the TikTok that came after the party at Prosser Lake. I talk about it. It's all the TikToks that followed. And the guy in the red hair is what I call him. He's the guy in the red hair. That's what it looks like. He looks like he's sitting in the roof of where the Idaho 4 were taking their photo. Kind of reminds me of this guy. This, to me, the person behind this that allegedly, I think looks just like this. Looks just like this. I've gone over that. You know what to show you? It's so funny. I would love to know if it's just the way she edits it. Truth and conspiracy. I don't know. Truth and transparency, I think it says on there. I don't know if it's the way you edit, or do you have photos of the Idaho 4 with only one part of the wall of a house? Like, it doesn't, it shows that it's a fake house. It shows that this footage is being done with one wall of a house. So I was just like, I don't know if it's a, because if it is not something that you did on, you know, during your editing, this is a fake, this is fake. Because that's not what their house looks like, one wall. You guys see that? It's like one wall. Like that's a fake model of their house. So I'd love to know where this came from, because it's a fake house. You could see it's a fake house. It's a fake little mini model wall. Like they put in a TV. You see that? It's like, it's supposed to be the Idaho 4 house. So if she didn't put that, I think it's a girl, I don't know. If you didn't put that in your video, like, I don't know, part of your video, I didn't play it, so I don't know. Maybe if it's part of your video, great. But if it's not, I would send that into the authorities. That's what I would do. This here is Don Wells' property, right? This was captured by Cracking Cases. As they panned by the bus, I caught a ladder, the end of the bus, with the maroon boxes. Here, to me, are the same maroon boxes. Oh, same person, truth and transparency. Again, if that is whatever that is, I don't know, but that's on like a person, and that same kind of a person is back here. Like this is showing the same location. There's a face. Let me show you. If this, again, if this was put in there on your end, then no big deal. But if it wasn't, and this is actually in their video, again, turn it into the authorities, because that's someone's head with the equipment around their neck. It's hanging. And why the fuck would this be in the window when they're interviewing the people from college? Forget that. I know what the front looks like to me, but yeah. These to me are the same. What's back there, I'll show you. So, if you could see it, I don't know if you can, but to me what I see is someone hiding back there. Behind the, ooh, you can, behind the ladder here. Okay. So I see these as the same story, right? Paste. Look at, see someone's back there. They're the same story. This is in Cracking Cases video. If you guys didn't do that, and you had no fucking idea that someone was back there, I highly suggest calling the authorities. Highly. Because there's a ladder. Let me contrast. Ooh, when I contrast it even more. There's a ladder coming out of the hole next to the bus, which shows someone coming out. There, look. The box is on their heads. See? Yeah, this is to me a connection. It's showing the same information. This is Don Wells' home. It's covered. This here, wait, let me grab it. It's covered by that photo. This here, to me, is the moving maroon box. During this video of their aerial shot of their house, you guys will remember this, the box kept moving as they kept coming back to the shed. It was facing different directions. That was Summer Moon's refrigerator box. Refrigerator. The heck is happening to the... Oh, see? It's Summer Moon Wells' refrigerator. Look at the maroon, the white, the green boxes showing up. This is maroon, the red, the green. Maroon, red, green, and white. It's coming out of the box. Look at that. Look at the face. Look at the faces. Look at the green face. It's got a face in it. How crazy is this? You guys see that? Like, that's someone's... That's supposed to be recognized as someone's face. Look what's going on in the whole photo. Look. Look in the trees. It's all about the shed. Those are all of Summer Moon Wells' critters coming out above the shed in maroon. Look. Let's see if I could change the color. They're all her little critters. All right, brightened it a little. Yeah, it's ghostly. Yes, very much so. See, they're all coming out of the... They're going to show as if they're in the trees, in the leaves, in the trees. It's like a big theme, right? Leaves and trees, ground. This is spiritual. This is called spirit speaking. that is coming out. The messages are coming out of the Wells trees. See, look at the, was it always like that? Wait. Let me grab the little refrigerator thing over here. I think I found it as I'm cropping over here. I went to the tip of Summer's tree. I think the answer is right here. Summer's location. Like her location is here. So this is, I was pointed to go over here to crop to make sure I get the point of the tree in, right? And it's telling me that summer, a piece of summer is here. It's going to show me. It's showing the situation slowly. Look what it's doing. It's telling Summer's story. Look what it's showing over here by the cars. It's telling her story. It's shifting. It's making me dizzy. This is her tree right here. Summer's up here. Here's her white stick. You guys, this is going to complete it. This is going to complete the story. Here's its spider. Here. This gets pulled away. It gets pulled away. These are all this is all the metal. See how it's connected to her red car? It's connected to under the car. Wait. Look how it's connected to the cars. Wow. That is remarkable. All right, let me crop the cars out and see if we could just get a read in the dark part. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I turned it. Oh my God. Oh my God. But I cropped it bigger. You guys, I turned it. Watch this. Cropped it bigger. Look. Look at the car. Oh my God. Sorry, you guys. I'm paying attention over here because I gotta crop and paste them differently. Each part of this this tree tells a different part of the story. So, different part of Summer Moon story. So when I turn it, that's what I'm doing, and it's yeah, my mouth is so dry. Summer Moon had to walk and drop down to her death. She stood naked and dropped down to her death. She's right there. It's right here, telling me she had to get down there. Should it go down there? These are all the critters. All the family. This is the family. Wait, I'm getting the family. It's her. This is her family. Okay, so that's her. This is her family. There's the dogs, the baby, the mom. This here is a gateway. There's a gateway somewhere here. It's in front of the red truck. The gateway. The gateway would be around here. Right? Meaning, like, you want to go dig on dig. This is another place you would dig. Right here. You would go dig right here. Is that an H on the shed? That blood smeared on the shed? Here, I'll go grab it. See, wait, I have to maybe open this up a little bit more. See, these photos are meant to, like, open a little, you know? And bring it up. Because each part of this small little photo tells its own story, right? So like this, I would pull open. And this is all about that. That's where I would dig. I'd go digging right there. Right in there. Those are sticks and ladders coming up into the atmosphere. There's that face again. See, you guys? There's the same face. So even though we're like, that looks like a creepo face. Let me get it bigger for you guys. Face that is showing here. Let's see. Right. Same face. See? And I do it this way on contrast. Then you see different information. But it's all telling the story. And that comes from Kraken Case's video that I have. I think that this is showing how deep it goes down into the tunnel. And all they're showing is someone being sacrificed by the A-frame in his phone, which tells you that that's what's all the way down there. Let me show you what's in his phone closer. The phone gives me so much information. This here is just a sacrifice. Let me turn it. No, I'll keep it this way. It's fine. Here we go. It's a sacrifice. That's what's in there. And here's the red-headed guy that, if you guys don't know who this is the redhead that's TikTok, like I said earlier, follows the party at Prosser Lake, which is Kylie Rodney's. This here is information that comes from the Idaho 4. What I'm telling you is this is all the same. They're all the same. This shows that they're right. They're in that wood. They're in the same situation that I showed you was the hippie house. If that makes sense. Let me show you. So this here if you turned it, say we turn it this way, because that's like more of a bathtub. Yeah, this here could just be the hippie house. It gives this the right setting. See, that's him. Like, what is he doing up there? Makes no sense. So this, he's sitting up in his apartment. The other ones are sitting up in the ceiling, but this is all the same. Because it looks like the dude all the way to the right. So this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, where is it? This here, let me crop this. So this photo here matches perfectly, right? But people show up on him. I know it's next to each other, but it's just so perfectly placed. What I'm saying is, in his video, he's also sitting on one of the frames. He's sitting up in the roof, right? They just have the same stuff around them, but it's different colors and it's a different person. Like, what I'm saying is, that these are like really on top of each other. Like, they're really, really the same. But they're different. They're different. Wow. Wow. Really, really interesting. And what you see to the right is from the Beast and Bunches video. I think it's just showing the same information, because it's showing the same situation. It's showing the same thing. Look at this. What? It totally is the same thing, you guys. They're in the bathtub. This is this. That is that. Oh my God. This is the Idaho 4 sacrifice. And this in the phone is showing the same thing. See? This And that's what's in the phone. So what I was saying is these are the same. And then I realized they were laying down, like in a bathtub. See, that goes there. This is the Idaho 4. These are faces that I went over before. They look so familiar. He looks like he's from Grandis Here's family reunion. That's what he looks like. Oh, my computer's gonna die. It happens all the time. 1 second. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to go over that a different time. Went over that. I believe this is as real as it gets. I think that those are the burnt pieces. I think that this is part of how they're moving it, and it's right by the water, and it's coming up from railroad-like movement. You see it right there. I think that this is as real as it could real get to move this stuff up and down and in and out. That is movement of the sacrifice. Movement. It moves. It moves. This is the same information. What you see to left and right, I showed this earlier. This is equipment that's part of the sacrifice, you guys. And it shows up in the boats, the water. Let me pull this open. Wait. Boop. Here, let me put this up here. I widened it a little so you could see it regularly. These are the same. This is the best you're going to get ever of this equipment. I put this up the other day. I wanted to make sure to get it in here documented. This is Shear's live. I'm not really quite sure what if she knows it's behind her or what is in her video, but it's picture perfect. It's a picture perfect sacrifice of information, along with the equipment and everything else. Like, these are perfect photos behind you, and throughout the video this shifts, so it's in movement. I wanted to show you that the photos that they have of Brian Kohlberger, the deep fake that they're using, is this here is the same as what's going on in the other two pictures. Oops. Same equipment. Same equipment. Oh, that's weird. See, that's a new face that just showed up here. Now, I don't know if you see what I see. So you're going to have to put a 1. Literally put a 1, because I'm going to show you a face that shouldn't be in here. This is the Beeston bunch, and this isn't her husband. Facing this way in the car. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. There's no one else in the car with them, but look at this. Do you guys see this? Who is that? Why is this person in the car with them? I didn't see this before. Who's that? Who's that man? Who's that man? Good Lord is right. What the hell? So I was trying to show that this is the situation that they show in the backseat of their fake car, but I'd love to know who that is. And I believe that to be Summer. The left-hand side, which is telling the same situation as the right-hand side, I believe this to be Summer. This is Benny Keys' photo. All the same equipment. I wanted to show you guys that when the Adventures with Purpose did the interview, it gave me the opportunity to grab the spiritual images that you see as critters on other video creators, whatever you want to call them. But I'm going to show you a few of the critters that came from the Adventures with Purpose videos. This is the guy that they interviewed. Okay. What you see here on his eye and that little piece of equipment is the same equipment that can be found in Robert Vaughn's video of the drawings of this. It's the exact drawings, the exact equipment. The 5 in the ear, this here comes from Adventures with Purpose when they went to interview this dude. Let me crop it so you can see the whole thing. Get out. Okay. All right, I cropped it. Here it comes. And I'm brightening it. All right, so because here it's cropped too small and it's so dark. Here, I cropped it bigger. So you've seen this on Benny 100 times. It's on the face. This is part of the equipment. Same equipment that goes on the heads over here. Same. Same equipment that you see here. This is what's happening underground. This situation speaks to me the exact same way as the Idaho 4 when they showed this. It's the same thing. Other people show up. These are sacrifices. Look to the right. There's 3, 4, 5 different faces. That is the same situation as what you see to the left. It's telling me the same story. Same story. She's in pain. She's in agony. There's different faces. There's a lot. Look what's happening to the left here. OH. Let me see what's on her shirt. Wow. So what's to the left is from the Beeston Bunch boat ride. I want to see what's on her shirt. The L was what's on her shirt. So that's sacrifice. And what you see here is the same information and white shit and stuff as you see. And that dude is holding the snowball. Okay, I brightened theirs up. So this is the same situation as this. See the white stuff on her face? See those two faces? But this here is the same. It's the same, you guys. Yeah, that guy is holding what we call to be the head, the snowball. I feel like he has like something over his face. I feel like he's behind glass. That's what I feel like. Like, who's that? Like, why is he at a party? Why is he at this party? Again, not to like freak you out, this is the fish. When you look in the fish's head, that's really what it is. This is a sacrifice. There's no difference between any of these photos. Photo all the way to the left, which is supposed to be the hippie club or the hippie house. Look at it now. Look at this. I love when this shit changes while we're live. It's so amazing. at this. It's becoming a skeleton head. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. Let me see if I could crop it bigger. Okay, I was able to make it bigger. There, now all of a sudden, her outfit is metal. See that? Oh my god. This is creepy. Let me widen this. This is so creepy. Oh my god. I giggle when I get nervous. This is creepy as shit. Do you see the little guy in there? The fuck? That's what it looks like. Looks like a troll doll. You're right. With the goosebumps. You got the goose on see it. Look at this. Jesus. Look at this. Look at the fish. It's not a fish anymore. Look at this. That's underwater. I don't remember. I put this here. I wanted to show you what was in Candace. This was Candace's photo from, I don't know, it was before her daughter went missing, I believe. And she put a photo, I think this was on Facebook or one of the videos, and this was one of the smaller photos that I captured in the corner of the big photo, and it was at 6:13. Now, I didn't know anything. I wasn't really following that 6:13 was going to be a thing. And then when I saw this the other day, I'm like, oh, that's so weird. I said this was like, this is a major photo that tells the story very well. And it happens to be at 6:13. This is at Laurel Lake. This was taken at Laurel Lake in one of her videos. Let me bring this up. And this is what it looks like, right? Something to definitely be aware of. These are bennies. I wanted to put these in here for next time. These are the number 5 boxes, underground. Yeah, this was weird. One of these little groups I follow when they go through Kingsport, this was at the one of the parks. I gotta look back at this because it was, I remember, like, this is so strange. He's got jackets in there, and I don't know if it's done on purpose or not, but it was bizarre. There's no way that's at the park. I'm so done. I'm falling hard. You guys. A lot of information was spit out tonight. My God. Yeah. I'm going to have to listen to myself tomorrow. The next time I come on, I'm going to show you the video, the part 3 of my video. You guys are going to bed. Thank you so much for being here. Muffin Top, welcome in. Thank you all, my WCIA Network family. The best. Please thumbs up on your way out. Thank you for being here. And get alerted for next time. Good night, guys.